Hi. Just want to make a quick video, this one to just discuss some labeling differences that you would expect to see when you're hooking up a forward reversing control circuit in either a NEMA configuration or with IEC equipment. Right, so these two, NEMA and IEC, are two very common, or the two common different regulatory bodies that will design the equipment that we're hooking up, and they have a little bit of a different labeling system. So these are two circuits, basically the exact same operation, forward reversing motor starters, right? So the top one here is our, what you would see is typically as a NEMA contactor circuit. So again, NEMA is our National Electrical Mechanical Association, Manufacturers Association. Now their equipment will typically come pre-assembled, pre-built, and pre-wired for you. All you have to do is hook up your control buttons, your forward or your starts and stops, and then go from there, right? So what we see with NEMA is we'll see it'll come with our NEMA terminal 1 point. From NEMA 1, we'll take it and we'll hook up all of our controls. We will have NEMA 2 and NEMA 3. All right, those are our standard numbers. What we will also see is, because we're now in that forward reversing, we see what we call our electrical interlocks. We see our reverse set of contacts in the forward circuit and our forward set of contacts in the reverse circuit. Now, because this comes pre-wired, we're going to see NEMA 1, 2, and 3 like a single motor. And then for our reverse circuit, we see NEMA 4 and NEMA 5 are our NEMA holding contacts in the reverse circuit. And then with our electrical interlocks, we see NEMA 6 up here in the forward circuit, and we see NEMA 7 down here in the reverse circuit. And then afterwards, we see NEMA 0.8 where we connect everything back together. So if we're talking about wiring, what we see, like, between NEMA 3 and NEMA 6 is our reverse electrical interlock, right? So that's how the numbering works out typically with a NEMA contactor. And that's something you just want to be very familiar with if you're ever troubleshooting, to be able to quickly jot this down to draw on pilot lights, other interlocks, things like that. Now the other circuit that we have is a IEC, International Electrotechnical Commission. Now with IEC, typically we see our overloads up at the front, right? And our standard IEC overload contact numbers are 95 and 96. So all of our control power is going to come off of IEC 96. We see our stops. Now the thing with IEC to remember is we typically buy all the parts separately and we assemble them together, right? So we would buy the two contactors, we would buy the overload blocks, we would buy the mechanical interlock, we'd buy all the parts separately and we put them all together. And that changes our labeling a little bit. So what we see is we see our 95, 96. Now we know all IEC coils are labeled A1 and A2. So that'll be on both contactors because, again, they're just two separate boxes. We assemble them as the electrician. Our forward, we're going to have 13 and 14 for our holding contacts, and we're going to have the exact same numbers in our reverse circuit, 13 and 14, just like that. So that's kind of the two differences you'll see between NEMA and between IEC in terms of all of our terminal numbering. Thanks for watching. Hope that helps.